Hello. Where do I begin? I'm currently in Lviv in the hotel room and I'm just gonna tell you how I got here. So we left off with me being in Bratislava and planning to go to Ukraine. I am in Ukraine, so that worked. So let me tell you about how exactly the journey went. We started in Bratislava. On the morning of the journey, I was very anxious, so I got sick and we were going to Košice. Luckily, we made it to the train station with the help of my beautiful best friend, best person ever, Anastasia. She's gonna be a recurring character in on this channel. The train from Bratislava to Košice took around 5 hours, and it was very comfortable ride. It has air conditioning, Wi-Fi, water. It had a separate luggage area where we put our bag. The train ride was good, beautiful views of Slovakia, totally worth it. However, because we started our day super early getting ready for this trip, the trip ended at around 9 p.m. So we were in Košice at 9 p.m. and we were already very, very tired. And we still had to get to our hotel for the night. During the train trip, my anxiety was okay, but after we came to Košice, it was awful. Because we have large bags with us with all of the stuff we own, even though the walk from the Košice train station to our hotel was around 15 to maximum 20 minutes, still it was very difficult for our bodies physically. When we got to our hotel, I realized that it's not exactly a hotel, it's just a couple of rooms on top of the bar. Which is like, okay, I don't mind noise, but the problem was that we had to go up the staircase. The staircase was very narrow. We had large, huge, heavy bags, and I was already feeling sick. So by the time I got to the room and came down to go look for some food, I was so sick I couldn't breathe. Even though I fell asleep quickly, I had a lot of anxious dreams, so I didn't get much rest with this sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, I felt even more sick than the day before. But we had to leave our hotel room at 10 a.m. I asked if they could do late checkout. They couldn't. We had 3 hours to spare. I was being annoying because I was sick, but we still ended up walking through Košice, which was a beautiful city. Let me tell you, if you're ever in Slovakia, you have to visit Košice. Košice is so beautiful, breathtaking. I wanted to spend a couple of days there, at least. It has a lot of stuff to explore. We didn't even see half of it, of course, in 3 hours. Even despite the fact that I was super sick, I still appreciated Košice. We ended up having breakfast, or I should say, Anastasia had breakfast and I had some tea. We walked through Košice for a bit and then we went to the bus station where we took our bus. And let me tell you, when the bus crossed Ukrainian border, my anxiety vanished. Does not exist anymore. Anxiety who? Well, okay, it did not vanish completely. I'm still struggling with this issue. Again, we're on the bus from Košice to Uzhhorod. Uzhhorod is in Ukraine. I'm just gonna try and show you the map. Uzhhorod is like the first city in Ukraine when you enter from Slovakia. Customs and border control took us around 2 hours, which is not a lot considering the circumstances, and the trip overall took us about 4 hours from Košice to Uzhhorod. It's as short as it gets. There was an option to take a direct bus from Bratislava to wherever I want to be in Ukraine. However, it would take at least 12 to 24, 27 hours. I physically cannot handle that. So, made it to Uzhhorod. We had dinner in our hotel restaurant because we were so tired. Got back to the hotel room and just spent the night there. And let me tell you, it was a very nice hotel room for the price point. I really enjoyed my stay there. However, when we hardly fell asleep, we were woken up by the air raid alert. This was my first one ever. We didn't hear it outside. We just were alerted on the mobile application. About that, you have to download mobile application for the air raid alerts and choose the region or city you want to get alerts for. So we got the alert. We didn't hear it outside, so potentially the alert was going for the region and not the specific city. However, we didn't want to risk it, so we went to the small corridor in our room. I even took my pillows and blanket. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to continue sleeping there, but it was not very long. It was around 15 to 20 minutes. I was kind of surprised with how well I handled that considering my anxiety. But maybe because I didn't actually hear the siren from the street, I was kind of calm. But we'll see what happens with the next, because unfortunately we know there will be next. So yeah, after that we tried to fall back asleep, which was a struggle. In the morning we woke up. I was feeling much better than the day before. Maybe because I was in Ukraine finally. We spent a couple of hours just walking streets of Uzhgorod. I may be repetitive here, but Uzhgorod is such a beautiful city. It is as beautiful as it always has been. People are living their lives, walking their dogs, riding their bikes. The buildings are getting renovated. Everyone is just living instead of existing. Maybe I'm just making assumptions, but that's what it felt like. We had beautiful breakfast overlooking the river. It just was everything I ever imagined my life should be. In that moment, I'm just so grateful to each and every person on the front line and outside of front line who lets me have this moment and who lets all of these people in this beautiful city live their lives. It's magical. I don't know what to say. And one things that I couldn't film but I want to talk about are, of course, a lot of men and women in army uniform. Some of them carrying weapons, some of them don't, but still, even though this city is very, very far away from the front line, everyone is aware of potential risks. Everyone is acknowledging that the war is going on. When I'm saying that people are living their lives, I don't mean they pretend nothing's going on. We walked to Uzgorod for a bit. Such a beautiful city, beautiful architecture, castle, a lot of kids, a lot of families, because the city became home for a lot of refugees. After that, we went to the train station to catch our train to Lviv, or I should say my train to Lviv, because Anastasia took the same train, but she is going to Kiev right now. So she's still in the train going home. Kiev is my home city, and that is where me and Anastasia actually live. And the reason I'm not going with her right now is because I'm meeting my family tomorrow in Ivano-Frankivsk, not very far from Lviv. I'm meeting them tomorrow there, and then we go for a vacation in the mountains, while Anastasia is in Kiev with our cat. Train from Uzhhorod to Lviv took me about 6 hours, but it was much easier than before because it was a sleeping train. I could lay down, I could relax, it was fine. Also, so beautiful. Views are breathtaking. I may be biased here, but Ukraine is so fucking beautiful. I don't even have words to describe it. I came to Lviv at around 9 p.m. The curfew in Lviv starts at 11 p.m. and ends at 5 a.m. And I was super worried that I wouldn't have time to get any food or water. I would be okay without food. I would not be okay without any water. After I checked into this hotel room, I tried to find the supermarket that would be open, and I wasn't sure if it would be at that time. However, I went to the ATB supermarket, which is nearby, which is very famous in Ukraine actually. I was surprised when I found out that they work actually till 11 p.m., exactly when the curfew starts, and they open at 5 a.m. exactly when the curfew ends. How they do it, I have no idea. Again, magic. The people here can make anything happen. Yeah, so I got myself some instant noodles to kind of enjoy in my hotel room. Not very healthy, I know, but still, it's easy. Hopefully, you can understand what I'm saying because I can hear the accent. It is bad. But yeah, that's what we have now, and I'm gonna continue filming tomorrow when I go to Ivano-Frankivsk to meet with my family. I am coming back to Kyiv next Sunday. If you have questions, please let me know in the comments. I will gladly answer any questions concerning Ukraine, trip to Ukraine, whatever you want. And let me finish with this. If you want to see me live in the next video, please donate to the Ukrainian army because they are basically allowing me to keep breathing. I will leave all the links below. Thank you for watching and have a good day.